Ano?
Friend kita. Uy! Wow! Ginawa. Ay, wow!
What's up guys, so today we're going to be talking about what Browndust has in store for us for year 2020. So we do have a lot of patches that have already been leaked through Korea. We have over 20 new mercenary designs, a lot of which you've probably already at least seen or browsed through before, but some of which you probably haven't seen before. So we'll be going through it in the order I think they will be released. So first off is the Glacial Christina banner. Now we know that the Glacial Christina banner is after the Ludmila Banner. However, it has been moved to January 9. So we're getting the Christina Glacial banner early. Christina and Glacial also come with Iris and Maria. And personally, I like what they did with Maria and with Iris. So Iris now has the advanced charm, which means you have to cleanse it twice to remove it. Maria has an extra tile and a bit more damage. Glacial at plus 15 can also ignore additional damage skill types even if it's fixed damage, so it's really hard to kill her. And Christina now just does a lot of damage, and at plus 15 her defense buff is irremovable during bleed, which means that Mamunir can't kill her with Refithia Reflect. So that's kind of sad. So that's why Christina's really good. She does a lot of damage. She can kill most tanks. Alright. So after the Christina Glacial banner, we have the Krohina or Ludmila banner. So you guys already probably know Ludmila. She is a warrior who hits back and she ignores taunt. She hits 3 tiles starting from the back, and she does percent health of the enemy's health as damage. She'll sure kill almost anything that's at the back, but the other 2 units will die depending on their class. She also comes with this Whip Shota and Whip Girl, which I'm not too interested in, so if you wanna check them out, feel free to check the Mercenary book, the book app. It's available for everyone. Alright, the next one is the Darwina Albion banner. So with the Darwina Albion banner, we do get a new and improved Aegle, Themis. So why I say Aegle Themis is because she gives taunt to everyone but herself that she buffs, and her buff, she's at the center of her buff. So she is really good because she gives max agility and max damage reduction. That's insanely important. That's a really strong buff. She is seeing some usage, especially with Grand Hilder, because if you guys don't know, Grand Hilder reflects any type of debuff, and the only way to remove a skill is through a debuff, such as Narta's Red Hand. So yeah, she's a pretty good character. Definitely not a must get, but she will fit some formation and is gonna be really annoying in Guild War, especially when you pair her with Belyath. Belyath is seeing great pairing with Albion because they're both a stall tactic type of mercenary. Alright, the next banner is the Eden Boronia banner. So Eden does get a lot more damage now, and because his damage is innate, you can build him with defense runes, and since they did give him a bit more of a defense boost, you can reach 100% defense with the right runes. That's really good because essentially she's a budget version of Angelica. So I will personally be skipping Eden because I do not have any more mileage. I spent a lot on Eden and I didn't get him. Okay, next is Boronia. Boronia still buffs 1 tile, so everyone was expecting an increase in the tile buffing, but she still buffs 1 tile, but she gives a really strong buff, offensive buff, and she also gives 98% defense. This means that units like Alec will not die. We also do get Emma, which is Jaden's helper. Now Emma doesn't really improve Jaden too much, but yeah, I still think Jaden is a pretty good pick. Even before Emma, he was still in the meta somewhat, and now with Emma, he does get improved damage and a bit more health. Alright, the last banner we're gonna talk about, and my personal favorite, is the Kurena or the Yuri banner. So this is the one that has been released most recently. I wasn't able to do a video on this one because I was on vacation when I saw it. So essentially, Yuri and Frisia get helpers. Yuri is one of my favorite characters ever since. Frisia, I don't really care about Frisia, but you know, she gets a helper. We still do not know what they do, but the reason why I say this is my favorite banner is because Yuri, the helper for Yuri actually fits her theme. So Kurena, if I put Kurena beside Walia or beside Yuri, she fits them perfectly. You can't say this with all helpers. For example, with Maria, the helper for Maria I expected would be something of a wild card or a, how do I call this? Because the way I view Maria is she's somewhat of a wild card. She has different colored eyes as well, and she was a dropout of a prestigious university, and that's where her helper comes in. But if you just look at the images, they don't fit each other, in my personal opinion. That's important, my personal opinion. So yeah, the theme or how much the characters synergize in terms of their appearance is also very important for me, and Kurena fits this really well. This is why I really like this banner. For Frisia, I'm more disinterested. Now for the 4-star. For the 4-star, they're actually improving Xenon. Now, if you guys don't know, Xenon was a really great beginner pick before for Novice Arena. He did have a lot of lifesteal. He could sustain very well. The problem now is a lot of things will one-shot him, but that wasn't a problem before. Improve the mercenary pool, especially for the newer players. So yeah, that's about it for the confirmed characters. Now there is one more character that we do not know the name or anything concrete yet, and essentially she looks like Kale, an evil version of Kale that isn't Morgana, if that makes sense. She is stepping on a hat, on a cap. So yeah, we still don't know if she's a mage, a warrior, etc. But yeah, now for the skins, for the confirmed skins. So we do get Ludmila's unique skin, which is her cosplaying Valtor, which is really nice. I love it. The other skin we get is a free or an event skin for Iris, which is really good because Iris does get a rework. So on the Lunar New Year, which is around late January, we do get an event for the Iris skin, which is really great because the skin is actually pretty nice. If you guys don't know, Iris has a really pink theme, and that's really hard to fit for a lunar skin, but they actually made it work. It's a pink green skin, and I really love it. The last skin we do get is for Nartas. So Nartas does get a skin later on together with the Yuri patch, so that's also a big bonus. But personally, I like the Christmas skin better. We talked about all the characters, but now let's go over a few of the quality of life updates. So first of all is Alec. The legendary hero does get his own campaign sub-story. This means that Alec will have a story similar to Carlson. He will have his own story with the helper Kane. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but essentially they go through their own story, and there were 3 sprites that were actually leaked for this sub-story, which are 3 versions of Ymir, a dark one, a light one, and a lava type one. And during the sub story, Cain will be using a wooden sword. So he's using a wooden sword, and actually one of the Ymirs, the lava Ymir, actually has the broken sword that Cain is currently using. So probably the lava Ymir gives it to Cain, or either that or Cain takes it by force. So can't wait for the story, but we'll have to stay tuned for more information on that. The second one is we do get 5 additional forts for the evil castle, and there's also a new part of evil castle introduced by the new NPC Plutona. So the new part is the demon holy ground. So Plutona is the guard for the demon holy ground, which is essentially like the evil castle, but a bit harder. It's starts from the lake of evil castle, so it's a parallel world, if that makes sense. You can unlock this by clearing the 30th floor of the evil castle, which is really great because we now have more ways to generate ancient coins. So you have to achieve also all the challenges just to participate in the evil castle lake, in the demon holy ground. You have to clear all the challenges until level 30 of the regular evil castle. So besides that, we do have a bit more of a quality of life update. For one, we do get the 3v3, sorry, the 1v1v1, how do you call this? The 1v1v1 Guild Wars. So that's a different mode from the Guild War. The old Guild War will not be replaced, but now we do have a new PvP mode. So this mode is actually really nice because essentially you fight against 2 other guilds, and this will help lower weaker guilds, because weaker guilds can ally to topple stronger guilds. So for example, in Asia, Uprising is the strongest guild, but in this mode, for example, if Silver Ring and Exodus were to team up, they could probably beat Uprising in this particular game mode. So that's a pretty nice change. Okay, we do have also the changes for the user interface, just a bit. Now from the lobby, this will come with the Yuri update, but now from the lobby, you can see how many, what do you call this? How many attempts you have left. For example, for co-op raid, there's a total of 4 attempts, so you'll be able to see that. For world boss, there's 2 attempts, so you'll be able to see that. So if ever you forgot if you did world boss or something like that, you can easily see it from the lobby, and you can play from there. So that's a really nice quality of life update. It also has it for arena. So yeah, there's also a re-challenge button. So for you guys who haven't cleared campaign yet and you get annoyed that you have to press back and then you have to press play again, now there's a restart button, so you can just hit pause and restart the game. Of course, you'll still be losing your horseshoes, but it does improve the speed of how fast you can do things. So I think that's about it. I didn't try to cover everything, just the stuff that I thought would be very relevant for us. Again, I really look forward to Yuri's helper. She is right now next to Mamonir. She's my personal favorite design. I love what they did with the sword, and she's actually a witch who was also the teacher of Yuri. She locked herself, and recently Yuri woke her up. I don't know why, but she woke her up. Okay, so yeah, that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did learn something, please consider subscribing. And if you don't understand something, just feel free to comment. If I missed anything, feel free to comment as well so that the other people can see. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed.
Come and fly away with me. Come and fly away with me. Come and fly away with me. comes to harmony.